Ah man, I'm still crying from the last bit. Okay, if you've just tuned in, this won't mean anything to you unless you find the other previous video, but anyway. So, it's the Scrooge bit, and he is at a Christmas party when he's a young man, meeting his first employer, Mr. Furrywig, and we're just about to get to the bit where he meets his first love. I will recap just a little bit. The moneylender is threepence to the... Oh, no, wrong voice. Starting off as Scrooge. Take two. Let's go. Not that sort of interest. I'm messing this up completely. Right, I'm going to start off as Mr. Furrywig. Ready? Not that sort of interest. Financial interest. The moneylender makes a charge for his loan. And do you know what the outcome of all this is, Scrooge? The moneylender is threepence to the good without having to lift a finger to do any work. Well, yes, but that is not really the issue. I think he would differ that opinion. No, Scrooge, no. The issue is that the poor are now poorer, for not only do they not have a shilling to start with, but now they have no shilling, plus a threepence debt. And what happens, Mr. Furrywig, if they cannot repay said debt? Oh, terrible, terrible things, Ebenezer. For instance, the lender may take their furniture as recompense. And where does that leave the poor family? On the floor? Again, not my point. My point being the family now not only have no money, they have no furniture. Oh, the sights I have seen this aft as I delivered my parcels. Some families 13 high on one chair, their faces drawn with despair and regret, mainly that they let their incontinent grandpa sit at the top. Oh, and that is not all, Ebenezer. Some families have nothing to offer as recompense, and so the lender will send men to hurt the father as a message to other debtors of what will happen should they too default. One should always read the terms and conditions policy, Mr. Furrywig. And these harsh, wicked moneylenders, they are immune from their deeds, Ebenezer, sitting as they do high up in their 3-story luxury condos. But let us not talk on such things tonight, Ebenezer. Look, my guests are arriving for my Christmas party. My best acquaintance, Mr. End, is away in Scotland, and his daughter, Belle, has come to reside... You're ahead of me, aren't you? Has come to reside for the holiday. She is quite the beauty, is she not? Oh, indeed. What a lovely Belle End you show me, Mr. Furrywig. Yes, Ebenezer, as my wife says to me, it is always a pleasure to see Belle End. What would I not give to have one like that to hold in my hands? How proud I would be to introduce Belle End to my mamma. Here, mamma, I would smile. Look at my beautiful Belle End. Why, her eyes would pop out at the sight. My papa too. I would tease him. I would say, Papa, don't you wish you had a Belle End so fine, Papa? I would ask. I would show my Belle End off everywhere I could. Parties, the theatre. Why, I would revisit my horrid old school and show all my ex-teachers my Belle End. Gaze upon my Belle End and weep at how blessed I have become as a young man, I would say to them. No, Ebenezer, that is not the attitude. Even if you have the smiling Belle End standing proud in front of you, you should not be boastful. You should not think to shove Belle End in people's faces. They might take it the wrong way. But, Mr. Furrywig, what would be the point in keeping so fine a Belle End to oneself? Is this not a Belle End for all to admire? That may be, Ebenezer, but your enthusiasm for Belle End must be curbed. For one thing, I would not like to see you pulling Belle End here in my living room. What would the children think? I shall be discreet, Mr. Furrywig. Perhaps I could play pass the parcel with Belle End. Your children might like that. I will give you the same advice I gave to my wife the first time I introduced her to Belle End, Ebenezer. Be not shy. Talk to Belle End first and see how it goes from there. I cannot thank you enough for your advice, Mr. Furrywig. I shall see if Belle End would like a drink and take it from there. And now we go back to the Ghost of Christmas Past. You remember now, Scrooge, this time for you that was the happiest of your life? Oh, with a Belle End as beautiful as that, what lad could not be happy spirit? But why does the scene fade? Are we done? We are done here, Scrooge, but there is a postscript to this happy picture, is there not? What do you mean, spirit? A post-credits teaser? No, Scrooge, you know what of I speak. Prepare as I take you from this happy and joyous Christmas party. Are they not the same thing? Eh? You know, happy and joyous. You said that. Do they not mean the same thing? I mean, you could have said this happy or this joyous. Saying both intimates to me that you're what, trying to over-egg the pudding for effect. Remind me again how you describe Christmas, Scrooge. Crap and shit. Case rested. Now silence ye, and know thy futile attempts to delay my departure, as I take thee from this cheerful and gleeful, see what I did there? Party of Christmas, to one but sparse years hence. Once more the spirit raised his arm, and barely had Scrooge the time to think, bingo wings, then they were once more elsewhere, else when, and who knows, else how. And that is the end of this particular video clip. Thank you for listening to me. My name is Paul Murphy. I am the gentleman, well, that's when I was a lot healthier. This is my book, A Christmas Carol. No, not that one, a different one. And it's by me, and it's available on Amazon and all kinds of other websites as well. But if you're watching overseas, Amazon, and all royalties go to my beautiful children, whose photographs are behind me, because the children are here. Thank you for your patience.